East Africa, of course, is just begun recovering from a major and severe drought in 2010 and 2011. And basically the cause of that was that there's two main rainy seasons in East Africa, the so-called short rains from October to December, and those behaved very poorly back in 2010 due to a La Nina condition. Subsequent to that, the long rain season from March to May also failed, which severely exacerbated the drought conditions, leading to major issues surrounding food security and so forth. What captured our attention here at the IRI was that there's a well-established connection between the short rainy season, typically October to December, and La Nina, the cooler than average sea surface temperature conditions in the East Tropical Pacific. However, not much is known about the behavior of the long rain season. In other words, what leads to drought during the long rains. And so we undertook an investigation to see what we could find. And what we discovered was that in terms of the long rains, there's been an abrupt decline in the long rains around 1999. And that was about the same time that we noticed there were abrupt changes in sea surface temperature conditions in the tropical Pacific Ocean. And this was confirmed in both observations and looking at climate models based on those observations. What we're concerned about this year is that although the short rains in 2011 performed well, that we had good rainfall, is that as we begin the long range season starting in March, they've once again shown signs of falling back into this recurrent pattern that we've seen since 1999. March 2012 has been much drier than average across the Greater Horn, and that of course leads us to wonder about the remainder of the season. Should April and May continue in that pattern, it will once again begin to put pressure on food security, crops, all the things that are associated with the impacts of drought in the region.